Good morning. This is Wayne from Smith Farm Shenanigans. Today I want to bring you a little tip. I did not know about this. You guys may have, maybe someone else has already posted a video about this, but I didn't know about it and I thought I'd share it with you. What I'm talking about is how to seal these caulk tubes. You know, when we buy these, we pay $7, $8 a piece for them, and then we use a third of them, and then we try to seal it back so we can use it later. You know, we try all these methods and it seems like nothing ever works. Well, I finally found something that I think may work. So stick with me. We'll be right back and we'll get this started. No hesitation. I'll show you what I learned. Okay, welcome back. So, other day, I was, if you guys know my channel, I talked about putting flooring down through the house, and I've done the kitchen. And this island was huge, and my wife wanted to cut it down. And so, I cut it down dramatically. You can see it's finished now. It was way over to the sink. It does have a receptacle in it, so I had to put it right where it was on this side before. But long story short, I needed to take these stones off here, and I needed to put them back on. Well, they had a sealant, silicone sealant that holds them on. And so that's what I did. And so to use that, I bought some new caulk. And I only use this it here, I only use to about right there. So I've got 2/3 of a tube, and I didn't want to waste it. So what I did, I had 3 tubes of caulk I put out here about a week ago. These have all been sitting here about a week. And I sealed them the old traditional way. So what we're going to do today, we're going to test, and we're going to see which one of these methods actually works. So we did a screw method, where you put the screw in good and tight. And then we did this tape method, and I taped it good with really good tape. That's that frog tape, good stuff. And then the third method I'll tell you about in a second. So stick around and I'll get ready to show you how to do this. So we'll try the screw method first. I'm gonna take the screw out. I might need a screwdriver. No, I can get it. And we'll see how this screw sealed it. This was clear. They're all, when I do this, I make sure they're all GE, same type, same brand, everything. 5X, and this is a little same thing, but it doesn't say 5X, but it's the same exact stuff. So this test will be fair and square. I didn't want to use different types of caulk. So what we're going to do, actually what we probably need to do is take the pin here, and we're going to pop this out. We're going to see if that screw method works. Now I'll go ahead and tell you, it's never worked for me before. I've put screws in many times before, and you can see it's pretty dry. It's going through though, so maybe it will work. My house is pretty humid, so the caulk dries up in just a couple of days if I leave it in here. It's got that dry heat. All right, we've got a good smooth transition there, so let me get a paper towel right quick. So let's see if that can work. It may surprise me, maybe it works. I've never been able to get it to. We'll see. Here where you guys can see it, there's the screw. Let's see here. And yeah, see, nothing's coming out. Even though I poked the hole through the all the way down, it's still dried up in here. See, that's created a ball there. Down here may be good, but up there, I mean, I haven't used this much of this tube, so what a waste, right? $8, man. Yep, that's not. All right, on to the next one. That one did not work just as I suspected. And this one, I taped good, so give me just a take this tape off. I use that real good painter's frog tape or whatever you call it, and it's really hard to get off. And I think this was, now I don't think I've tried this method much. There we go. I've always tried the screw method and usually end up throwing the caulk away because it doesn't seal. Now that one looks like that might work. But now I've heard people say they've tried this tape method and it may work for a week or so, but then after that they say it dries out. But I think I've come up with something, and somebody else may have done this too. I think I've come up with something that will work for a long, long time. I don't know why it wouldn't. And we'll get to that in a minute. Let's see if that worked, the tape method. It's trying to, I heard it pop a little bit. So no, it's same thing. It's dried out at the top here. It's probably wet in here, but up near the top, it's dried out. Yeah, it's not coming out. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. 2 tubes, 16 bucks going down the drain, right? For both of those, I can show you, it's nearly full, just barely used. And that's awful. I mean, you know, they should sell these with a recapable top, like other products, but they don't because they want you to keep buying these, even though you only use a third of them. So what I did the other day, let me get just a second. So the other day when I finished this countertop, I wanted to save this caulk because of the color. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to find this color exactly to match that again because I got to redo, I got to go over this old caulk, make it look, you know, match up. But I wanted to save this, and I got to thinking, well, how can I do that? And I thought about a glue gun. So what I did was I put the glue gun in there, got this glue hot, and all I did was I glued the main top of this, and you can see the hot glue right there. Now, I don't know if this works. We're getting ready to find out. I wanted to do it with you guys to see, and the main thing I wanted to make sure that top little hole was sealed, and it is. So we're going to pull that off now, and we're going to see, and it comes off pretty easy. Now we're going to see if that method works. Now, I think it will. If it doesn't, it means I didn't get a good, because I only put a little bit. It means I didn't get a good thing of hot glue on it. Now, I can already tell you that's way smoother. I mean, look at the caulk on that. So we will see right here if this method works. And someone else may have done a video on this already, and you guys may already know this. Maybe I'm behind the ball on this one, but just for those of you who may not know, I wanted to share this today because I know you probably like me, you're tired of wasting money on caulk and not being able to keep it for a long time. And I'm pretty sure that's going to keep it for a long time. Before we test that, I'm going to go ahead and plug this back in because if it works, I want to reseal it. I want to keep this caulk because, like I said, it matches. It matches all my other areas when I do them. I don't want to have to buy a new caulk. And I put it on. I'm going to put it on low this time. I put it on high last time. It was too hot. It melted too quickly and run down the top. And that's what I was afraid of right then. All right, here we go. Let's see if this works. Look at that. See it coming out? Look at that. Perfect. I'm just barely squeezing it. Look at that. So, you now know that works. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. I love that. As you can see there, it came out just fine. Let me get a paper towel to wipe that off. Yeah, you can see it come out perfectly there. I don't know, hopefully you saw that on camera, but I'll show you. See the caulk? See all this caulk? It comes out very, very easily. That's perfect. I love that. All right, so see if this glue gun's hot enough now. So basically, all you gotta do is get a can't talk. So basically, all you have to do is get a glue gun, put your glue stick in there. I've got it on low today. I had it on high last time, and I think it was too hot because when I put it on there, it ran all down the sides. But you know what? Let's go ahead and put it on hard again because that did work. So hopefully this will help you today. I'll show you how to reseal it in just a second. I'll probably cut that part out while we're waiting for this thing to heat up. But I just want to share this with you today because it is such a waste of money, man. Caulk is so expensive, and they don't have to give you any way to reseal it. You can buy these little caps off of Amazon and stuff that go on them. But if you cut your tip too much, like a certain, more than a 1/4 inch, if you need a lot of caulk to come out, I don't think those caps will work. This glue gun will work every time. The worst thing about it is waiting for it to heat up. So I'll be right back with you once this heats up and we'll get this sealed. And then if you want to stick around, I want to tell you about how to cut this top down at home by yourself so that you don't have to pay big money to get a new countertop or get somebody to come out and do it and pay them big money to cut it down for you. It's not that hard at all. I did it pretty easily. So if you want to stick around for that part, it's going to come up right after we do this, seal this. It won't be maybe a 5-minute little video. I'm going to show you how I did this, okay? Okay, looks like it's starting to heat up now. So yeah, you can see it there. So all you do is take that glue gun and just seal the top of it. Make sure, the main thing is, make sure you get it right down that little tip, that hole where the caulk comes out, because that's what you need to seal. And then just put your glob all around it. And then that will seal it up for you, and you'll be good to go on that. I don't know what made me think of that. I didn't watch a video. I didn't search for the best ways to do it. I was just standing here and thinking. And like I said, I'm sure you guys already know this. But there may be one or two out there that don't know it. I didn't know it, so this may be a help somebody. You guys are probably smarter than I am, and I already knew this. So there you go. Just glob the end of it up, let it set and seal, and then you will have a permanently sealed caulk that you can use a year from now, probably. That's how you do it. Now, to move on. So what I did to cut this down is actually pretty easy. It's a lot easier than I thought. I thought I was going to have a hard time with it, but I actually ended up not having a hard time with it. Let me get this unplugged and locked off here just a little bit. So we cut this down about, it was probably a good 50 to 60% bigger than it is right now. Now mine was very complicated. Yours probably won't be. All you need, you get your size and your measurement, which I did, and make sure you square it up good. So use a fine pencil and make sure it's squared, otherwise it's going to look, you'll have an unsquared top. So make sure you measure everything good before you cut it. Once you get ready to cut it, it's very simple. Take this same tape I use, this frog tape, and say you're going to cut down through here, you put that tape on it right on your cut line, right? And what that'll do, now there's two ways to do it. You can flip it over and cut it from the back side, but still put the tape on where the saw's going to cut, right? That'll keep this formica from splintering out and chipping out. That'll help a lot. But the main important thing is you want a saw blade that this has 90 teeth. And that's what you need. You need 90 teeth on this thing, a really fine saw blade, and just a hand saw, a power saw. I use my DeWalt, power saw, battery power saw, 6 1/4 inch, 6.5 rather. And I just cut it, and it cut it just like butter. It was just, there is no spots on it. It did a great job. And that's all you need to cut it. Now, when you're done cutting it, after you've measured it and you've cut it, if you want to cut it from the back side, some people say it's better. I'll tell you what I did. I cut this side here off, and you can see how perfectly good and straight that is. No chips. I cut it from the top. I set my top down out there on my bench, and I just cut it. And I cut this side up here off too. And for me, I had to take these stones off, and I had to use a oscillating tool with a scraping blade and just get that glue hot and get it and just pull them off. And then I had to scrape the back of that off to put these back on. So you can see this is put back on. You can see the glue different here. I'm gonna go back and that's why I wanted to say this. Go back and touch these up to match this new glue, which I haven't done yet. I've been so busy, but I'm gonna try to do it here next little bit. And then for you, a lot of countertops have formica on the side, right? And so what you'll do before you cut it, or you can do it afterwards, you'll take that formica off, or if you got new formica that matches or whatever, you'll take it off, and you can use the same kind of method. Just don't break it or chip it. You just have to get that glue off and pull it away, right? And once you do that, lay it to the side. And then they make a formica glue you can get at a hardware store, at your big box stores, and you'll put that right back on. Just cut it too and put it right back on. You can cut it with the same saw blade. You can cut that, your end cap. Now, if you've got a wood end cap, same thing. Just take your wood end cap off, cut it to length as well. This is ceramic, and it was very hard. So it was a little harder to do with ceramic than it would be, say, formica or wood top. But that's what I did. That's how I did it, and I just put it back on. I even cut the cabinet down. I got some touch-up work to do on this because there was a cabinet over here and there's a cabinet over there, and it was wider and longer. My wife hated it. It's too big for this kitchen. So that's what we did. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Hope this trick here helps you save a bunch of money, because that's why I wanted to share it. I wanted you to save money too, because there's how far I've got to right there. If that tube costs $8, I'm wasting $7 of it, right? So hope that'll help you. These other two methods don't work, has never have worked for me, and hopefully that saves you some money. Now, Today is Easter, and I don't know when you'll watch this video, but if you watch it on Easter, I ask you one thing, pray that you remember what this day is truly about and why we call it Easter. A lot of people don't want to believe in Jesus, but they celebrate Easter. Easter is simply a day that he rose from the dead and ascended to the Father. That's what Easter is about, and so I pray that you remember that. Have a good day with your family, hide your eggs, and do all that. But just remember what's truly about. It's not about Easter Bunny. That's a man-made thing. I put this on the end of the video, so that way if you don't want to watch what I just said, you don't have to. But just remember, today is the day that Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, rose from the dead, ascended to the Father, forever to be there, and that we can join him there as well. God bless you. Have a good day. Thank you for watching another Smith Farm Shenanigans DIY video. I'll see you in the next one.